warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alia. I will provide the latest news today. First news about children in Gaza, Palestine are not only suffering from malnutrition, skin disease and severe eating began to attack Palestinian children. It is known that the skin disease arose due to the inadequate condition and situation in their homes. One of the consequences of the Hamas-Israel war on the Gaza Strip battlefield since October last year, quoting Tribune News on July 4, launching the main source of the news submitted by a mother named Manar al-Hassi. She said that her daughter could not sleep all night because her hands could not stop stretching his itchy body from the girl's story. The girl is one of the many Gazans who suffer from skin infection that have white and red patches of his face and even more patches of his body. Please note that more than 1,500,000 people in the Palestinian territories are infected with skin disease. One of the causes is because they live in squalid housing conditions since the Israel-Hamas war. The most common cases are scabies and little lice rice, chickenpox and impetigo.
فجأة طلع البنت في راسها حبة صغيرة. أنا حكيت عادي من الحر وحرارة يمكن وشوب وإشي بأثر على الجلد على الطفل. تاني يوم صار ينتشر في جسمها، وجهها امتلأ صار مرعب.
ببكيش على ابني، ببكي على كل أولادنا، كل الخيام زي هيك، مش على قد ابني أنا، كل أطفالنا زي هيك، كلهم قاعدين بيمرضوا. هذا من شو؟ هذا من المياه، مياه ملوثة، مياه ملوثة.
نستقبل في عيادة أمراض الجلدية في مجمع ناصر الطب تقريبا يوميا على حسب أيام الأسبوع، طيلة أيام الأسبوع نستقبل من 300 إلى 500 حالة أمراض جلدية. النزوح بدرجة أكبر، كثافة الناس في الخيام، ارتفاع درجات الحرارة، قلة المياه النظيفة واستخدام المياه العادمة. الآن أغلب محافظات الوطن كلها مياهها عادمة، وهذا كله بيؤدي إلى انتشار المرض وبتفشي أمراض الجلدية أكثر فأكثر في الأيام القادمة حتى.
More than 2 million residents in the Gaza region are facing a clean water crisis and hungry after Israel stopped all supplies of living necessities of the region. Gazans are also preparing for a possible ground attack by Israel. The thunder of explosion and the roar of weapons continue to be heard in the sky of Gaza City until Sunday morning. Local time Israel has not stopped. The Israeli military is said to be preparing for a large-scale operation into Palestinian Gaza after a 6-hour ultimatum for residents to evacuate has passed Saturday. Local time Israel troops stationed themselves along the Gaza border, but there has been no decision about a ground invasion, while a mass exodus of Palestinians flowed from northern Gaza to the south, racing against the ultimatum deadlines. Israel military ultimatum: some choose to gather in hospital in the target zone in the hope of surviving. Israel attack. The struggle of Gaza for clean water and food is also getting harder for viewers, while hospitals in Gaza are also expected to run out of fuel for emergency needs within 2 days, and in general of the lives of thousands of patients. To date, the Palestinians killed by Israel Hamas were have reached to 2,320 people, and more than 900,000 people were injured. Vulnerable groups of women and children are mostly victims of the war. Here is a video clip recorded live in Palestine. For me and will be continued by my friends Lisandra. I'll take my leave. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright, thank you, Alia. So, I'm Lysandra, and the next news will be presented by me. This third news item is sourced from UNICEF. The UNICEF has stated that children in Gaza urgently need psychological and educational support due to the ongoing war in the region. According to the Palestinian news agency Wafa, UNICEF spokesperson Kazem Abu Khalaf revealed that children in Gaza are suffering from severe psychological damage, filled with fear and anxiety because of the war. About 1.9 million people in Gaza are estimated to have become internally displaced since the war began in October. Half of them are children. They have lost their homes and family members and are forced to survive amid shortage of water, food, fuel, and medicine.
أنا اسمي سعيد بشار سعيد. أنا بدي أحكي لكم قصتي. أنا طلعت من بيتنا من 40 يوم من الحرب. كل يوم كان قصف قصف قصف. طلعنا من الشمال ومشينا مسافة كتير بعيدة. مشينا يمكن 10 ساعات. مشينا ولقينا بيوت مقصوفة وناس مرمية على الأرض. طول الطريق كنا جعانين أنا وأختي الصغيرة. إحنا هالقيد قاعدين بالمدارس وفيش أكل كتير. الدنيا بالليل تكون سقعة كتير بالليل. إن شاء الله تخلص الحرب ونروح على الدار.
And the latest news is the disruptions of education in Gaza. The ongoing conflict in Gaza has resulted in significant disruptions to education, with numerous schools being targeted in the violence. As fighting escalates, many educational facilities have suffered damage or destruction, forcing thousands of children out of classrooms and into unsafe environments. Reports indicate that airstrikes and shelling have directly hit to the buildings, but also psychological trauma to students and teachers. The United Nations has raised concern over the impact of these attacks on the education of an entire generation, urging for immediate international action to protect schools and ensure the children can continue their education in safety. Without urgent intervention, the prospects for these young learners are becoming increasingly bleak.
أكثر حاجة خسرناها هي مستقبل أولادنا وتعليمهم. حابين يجوا على المدرسة لكن الحين في ظل الظروف وفي ظل الحرب والدمار هذا نفسيتهم تعبت وبطلوا يدرسوا. يعني أنا لما أقول له تعال يا تيتا نروح على المدرسة خايف مش يمشي لحاله، تو خايف يطلع على الصف بده حدا يوديه.
على الكل قصات، على الأطفال قبل الكبار قصات. الحين لما تيجي بتحكي قدامها أطفال والله ضار فلان ماتوا ونصهم أطفال، إيش ما بالك الطفل بدي يفكر؟ بدي يفكر في العلم ولا بدي يفكر في نفسه كيف بده يموت؟
People are trapped. They remain in an area that continues to be battered by these hostilities. Therefore, it's very hard to provide them with certain services such as mental health and psychosocial support or, consistent education and learning.
So that's all the news today. Thank you for staying till the end. Stay tuned for our next program. See you tomorrow.